when I talk to employers, what they're telling me is very different than when I first became governor. They're saying, hey, Gov, we can't find enough rising stars to do the work that we have to do, that are trained to do the work that we have to do. And if we can find enough rising stars to do the work that we can do, that we have to do, we could grow our businesses by 10%, by 15%, by 25% right now. So I'm here not only to congratulate you, but to say, bring your friends. We need more of you. We've got great things to do together, and this is our opportunity. You all know as well as I do that Vermont has the best workforce in the country. That's who we're celebrating tonight, you, our trained, extraordinary workforce.
I cannot even begin to calculate how many nonprofit and charities in Vermont have benefited from the volunteerism of the past 160 winners of this award. I did a calculation of this year's class, looking at all the community involvement that they submitted, and it was well over 150 organizations that have benefited from their work. So I think that says a lot about this class. It is now my honor and pleasure to introduce to you a woman who certainly understands the importance of our youth and their role in the future of Vermont, Lisa Goslin. Lisa is a commissioner of the Department of Economic Development for the state of Vermont. Before joining the Department of Economic Development, Lisa helped grow Eating Well Media Group into a profitable business, especially with the online eatingwell.com website, which now has over 5 million viewerships. Before serving as editorial director of Eating Well magazine, Lisa worked for several publications, including serving as editor-in-chief of Audubon, a publication for the National Audubon Society. And Lisa is also a former Ironman triathlete. In naming Lisa as our new Commissioner of Economic Development, Governor Shumlin said, Lisa has an incredibly strong marketing and business background, but even more significant is her hands-on success at economic growth and her enthusiasm for doing business in our great state. She understands why businesses choose to grow in Vermont, and she has the ability to connect the dots and generate the buzz needed to spur economic development in this state. Please welcome Lisa Goslin.
Thank you very much, John, and to all the people who I know work very, very hard at Vermont Business Magazine. I think that this program is probably one of the most exciting things that we can do in Vermont and for Vermont. And it is a true, true honor to be in this room. I think the people who are nominated tonight and who were nominated and then were chosen are not just rising stars, but stars who are already making a huge difference for our state. You are literally building bridges, building communities, opening restaurants. You're on the national radar. You have radio shows that people call in from California about. You have been building relationships between countries. You've been building relationships within communities. And you've been building companies. It's a real honor to be in this presence, particularly since I know some of the judges and I know how hard you deliberated. As John said, there were more than 150 nominees, and I know the final deliberations came down to almost a 4-hour debate about who these 40 people would be. Just a little bit more about who they are. They are 40 people under the age of 40. The youngest is 23, the oldest 39. You really represent the entire state. 18 from Chittenden County, 1 from Rutland, 2 from Bennington, 9 from Washington County, 1 from Windsor, 2 from Memorial, 3 from Wyndham, and 1 from Franklin. Let's hear it for all those. There's another statistic that I think is very interesting interesting and very exciting that 18 graduated from Vermont colleges and 12 from Vermont state colleges. Recently, I've been touring the state as part of an economic development strategy where we're really trying to learn more about each region and what people need. And I think that one of the things I hear over and over again is we need talented, smart, young people. And I think this room embodies all of that. So thank you very much and enjoy tonight.
Thank you, Lisa. Now is the time I would like to take to thank the sponsors. Without them, we could not put this event on tonight. Tonight's sponsors, Comcast Business Class. Comcast yesterday at the Burlington Boys and Girls Club announced an initiative to provide low-income homes with at least one child access to low-cost broadband service. I think that says a lot about their commitment to the youth of Vermont. I would also like to thank PMG, People Making Good, and Nicole Ravlin. They sponsored the dinner for all the winners tonight, and that is very much appreciated. And Nicole is also going to be a MC tonight. She really supports this program. I would also like to thank Small Dog Electronics, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Sound Vision, Third Generation Design, and Fuse Marketing. Thank you very much. We also, as you see over here, we have gift bags for all the winners and the judges. And we went out and asked companies to contribute to the gift bag. I would like to thank them now. Small Dog Electronics. You're going to love what they put in there. Skill Milk. Darn Tough Socks, the best socks in the world. Bar Solutions has put a Rising Stars bar soap. And we're not insinuating anything there. Lake Champlain Chocolates. Again, the best chocolate in the world. Vermont Country Store. A growing company, Blake Hill Preserves out of Grafton, who makes, and you'll see, the best preserves made in Vermont. Vermont Trophy and Engraving, who has supported every single event that Vermont Business Magazine does, and we really appreciate what they do for us. And you're going to love the engraved keychain that they've included. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Vermont has included a travel kit. TD Bank has included a beautiful platinum pen. And Ben & Jerry's has included a free tour of their facilities down at Waterbury. And we do have a surprise for them later on. And now to say a little bit about the judges. I want to thank the judges for the time they took to review all of the applications to come up with the final list of 40 Rising Stars. This was no easy task with 150 nominations to review. Some of the judges are with us tonight. I would like them to please stand as I call their name to be recognized, and also Tricia Silva will be handing them a gift bag that contains all the goodies that we just talked about. Nicole Ravlin. Owner and partner, PMG Public Relations.
Thank you.
Margie Sweat from Vermont Trophy and Engraving. She does not like me to call her an old workhorse, but she doesn't understand it's really a term of endearment. Because she works so hard for Vermont Business Magazine, it just amazes me. And Margie has also gone through this procedure for the last 4 years that we've done this event, so I really appreciate the time she takes to put into this, the judging of this. Steve Cook, Deputy Commissioner of the Vermont Department of Tourism and Marketing. Anton Tebbets, News Director at WKAF. And Linda Rossi, the State Director for the Vermont Small Business Development Center. Unable to attend tonight's celebration, former Governor Jim Douglas, who is judged every year. And John Lyons, co-owner of Wilkes Harley Davidson in Barrie. I think it's important to mention that 3 of the judges are past winners: Steve Cook, John Lyons, and Nicole Ravlin. And now, enough of me speaking. Let's get this show on the road. I'd like to have Tim Quiston, Nicole Ravlin, and Lisa Goslin to please join me up on stage.
So, the winners are going to come over here onto the stage. They're going to...
Actually, Tim, last year,
haven't you...
you made me Vanna wipe this all up. So, yeah, this is how the sucker's going to go. Welcome to tonight. We have a little thing that says the Tim and Nicole show. Let's just take that out. The Nicole show. Tim, why don't you show us where and how the winners should walk?
Okay.
So this is what you'll do. You'll get out of your seat and you will approach the stage. And you will walk up and you will maybe wave to the crowd. Acknowledge the people who hand awards. Shake some hands, kiss some babies, take a lovely photo. And then you'll return to your seats. That was really nice.
Thank you, Nicole. Oh, we forgot the curtsy. Show them how to curtsy. Wow, she went to kindergarten and everything.
All right, let's get this sucker rolling.
I have to, just real quick, some people I have to thank who otherwise wouldn't be thanked. John Booten kind of undersold this process here. He had this idea for this award for many, many years. And, you know, sometimes patience pays off. And he wanted to find the right timing, the right vibe for this event. Finally it came together, and this tremendous event is really his brainchild, and we thank him tremendously for bringing this all together. Tricia Sulliva down there, who's very shy and retiring. Tricia, wave.
You retiring?
No, she cannot retire, ever. She did all the copy editing, she did the write-ups, she filled the goodie bags, which took a very long time, by the way. Worried about, you know, pink and green, and who's the other boy again? The whole thing. And most importantly, she stalked your mothers to get the baby pictures. That was a very important part of the night. And Katie Cattell, the fiery redhead down there, you decided to join Vermont Business Magazine instead of become a Hollywood movie star. Thank you. She did all the graphic design, the artwork, the video you're going to see in a couple of minutes, and it was really tremendous work. So thank Katie. In the early 90s, we went through a recession. It was much worse in Vermont than the Great Recession. There was nothing great about the recession of the early 90s. The unemployment spiked in Vermont. There was general misery. If you're old enough to remember that, it was a terrible time. Vital industries like banking and construction cratered. And it took when they came back as they did, they evolved into sort of a different kind of industry. And one industry that pretty much disappeared, and I didn't think it was going to come back, was professional public relations. And even as the businesses came back and the supply of information increased and the demand for content from the media, because the media grew and expanded, I didn't think it was going to come back, because now you had email, you had websites, you had the internet, which didn't exist in the early 90s. And there's no reason for professional public relations, except that a young woman realized that public relations was all about relations.
I'm like, where are you going with this? This is really bad.
And some people recognize brilliance in public speaking and others do not. And economics isn't really about supply and demand. It's about people making good relationships. And this young woman who eventually became a rising star, whom we know as Nicole Ravelin, who during the bad recession was just a little girl
Oh my God!
in a page boy haircut, knowing nothing of the profound changes she would make
Oh my God!
in an industry which looked like it had no future. So it's my great honor to be on stage with you and helping you in this process.
Oh, Jim, everything that I had planned for you just blew up. Thank you. Oh, thank you very much.
And she's recently opened another office in Boston, so you can see how using old media and new media, and it's not just about Facebook and LinkedIn, it's about people.
Thank you.
So without further ado,
Thank you. Very much.
let's dive in, shall we? A first awardee, Beth Parent. Beth is an account supervisor at People Making Good PR, PMG. Favorite part of the job? My colleagues and clients make my job fun. And by the way, you can follow along in the programs here. Most inspiring mentor, I have two, my mom and my dad. Favorite downtime activity, spending time at our new home with my husband and our two young children. Favorite Vermont escape, my in-laws dairy farm in Franklin County. Favorite website, I love the Today Show, so today.com. Vermont person you'd like to know, Mary Powell, President and CEO of Green Mountain Power. And Mary Powell gets mentioned a lot in this. I'm going to make her come next year. Career highlights at PMG, I'm responsible for developing and implementing public relations strategies in a wide variety of clients. Community involvement, I'm an annual supporter of the Vermont Children's Trust Foundation, an adoptive family program, helped raise funds to support Fletcher Allen Care's Steps to Wellness. I'm a Mobius mentor, something fun that few people know. Despite years of my husband trying to teach me, I still can't eat with chopsticks. Otherwise, congratulations, Beth.
The next award recipient is Emily Adams. Emily Adams is a healthcare exchange specialist at Blue Cross Blue Shield of Vermont. Her most inspiring mentor, Catherine Hamilton, also her high school business teacher, Nicole Forrest, and her mom. Her favorite Vermont escape is her parents' home in Bennington. Her favorite website is Google News. The Vermont person she'd like to know is Denise Casey. Something fun that few people know, she played Belle in Beauty and the Beast, the musical. Congratulations.
Our next awardee can't be here, Thomas Moffett. Thomas is president of Commonwealth Dairy, and they've just opened are opening a plant in Arizona, so that, maybe it's in Arizona. Yeah. Favorite part of the job, getting people excited about what we are doing and making great products. Most inspiring mentor, former boss, Chris Strong. Favorite downtime activity, playing just about any sport with my kids. Favorite Vermont escape, hiking pretty much anywhere. Favorite website, cnn.com and npr.org. Vermont person you'd like to know, Ben and or Jerry. Career highlights, I was flattered when I was in a position to become a supplier of some of what I considered best-in-class retailers like Wegmans and Costco. Community involvement, we are heavily involved in supporting the local dairy community. We support the annual strolling of the heifers. Something fun that few people know. In college, I used to compete internationally on the Woodman's team. I could cut down a fully grown tree with an axe in about 45 seconds. Yeah, liar. Thomas can't be here, so I will accept his goodie bag in his place. Thank you.
The next award recipient is also unable to join us this evening. It's Thomas's co-partner at Commonwealth Dairy, Benjamin Johnson. Benjamin would also like to know Ben and or Jerry, wouldn't we all? And his most inspiring mentor is his parents. And what I found most interesting about his bio is sometimes he wishes that he made it to Hollywood to at least try it. I mean, if Keanu Reeves can do it, why can't he?
Our next awardee is Josh Hanford. Josh is Director of Community Development Program at Vermont Department of Housing and Community Development. Favorite part of the job? I believe in the ideal of good government. I enjoy trying to make it work better. Most inspiring mentor? As a new AmeriCorps member, I had the opportunity to learn from one of the best, Rick DeMark. Favorite downtime activity? Definitely fly fishing. There you go, John, fly fishing. Favorite Vermont escape? Jay Peak in the winter and Branbury State Park in the summer. Favorite social media? Facebook. Favorite website, jpeakresort.com. Vermont person you'd like to know, the owners of the Alchemist Brewery, John and Jen Kimmich. Heady Topper, do I need to say more? And I'd like to have a little conversation with them too. They're not going to be, you can't drink at their thing. What's with that, huh? Career highlights, knowing that smart, targeted community development investments are making a difference every day all over this wonderful little state makes it rewarding work. Community involvement. I helped start the Rochester Area Sports Trails Alliance. Multiple use trail networks support healthy lifestyles. Something fun that people know. Like a kid on Christmas Eve, I can't sleep during a snowstorm. I'm too excited. Congratulations, Josh.
Our next award recipient is Andrew Stickney. Andrew is Vice President at Vermont Center for Emerging Technologies. His favorite part of the job is working with entrepreneurs. He's surrounded by the smartest, most agile-minded, forward-thinking people in his community. His most inspiring mentor, he has several. Azriel Gershman, his grandfather, Karen Cross, David Bradbury, John Evans, and Peter Schiller. His favorite downtime activities, he likes to run every day after work. Congratulations, Andrew.
Our next awardee is Chris Adams. Chris is Communications Coordinator at Capital Connections. Favorite part of the job? The team of people I work with. Most inspiring mentor, my grandfather, also my dad and my brother, who are both career firefighters, and also my old fishing buddy, Gordy Anderson. Favorite downtime activity? Bass fishing on Lake Champlain. Favorite Vermont escape? Lake Champlain. Favorite website? rutlandherald.com. VermontBigGameTrophyClub.com. Vermont person you'd like to know, the Casella brothers, also Linden State College graduate Mark Valade, who is now president of Carhartt. Oh, nice. Career highlights, an intern at the U.S. Forest Service, coaching hockey at Rutland High School, being a call firefighter at RCFD, community involvement, former board member of the Rutland Community Cupboard. Something fun that few people know, I'm an avid tournament angler and have fished against some of the top professionals in the world over the last 5 years. Congratulations, Chris.
Our next award recipient is Becky Fu. Becky is International Trade and Foreign Investment Specialist at the Department of Economic Development. Her favorite website is the Wall Street Journal Chinese version. And something fun that few people know, she will totally call a blow dryer a dry blower. And another thing is, I totally fall into the stereotype of Asian female driver. Her favorite Vermont escape is all the state parks that she's visited, and her favorite, her most inspiring mentor is her father, a kind, hardworking, honest, and successful businessman.
I've noticed that none of the women are curtsying. I haven't seen a curtsy yet. Erica Campbell, let's see a curtsy. Erica Campbell. Erica Campbell, Farm to Plate Program Director at Vermont Sustainable Jobs Fund. Eric, I guess. Thank you, Nicole. Favorite part of the job, I love working with food system leaders throughout the state. I also work with a stellar staff at VSJF. Most inspiring mentor, my biggest mentor is Ellen Collar, Executive Director of VCJF. Favorite downtime activity, having fun with my kids kayaking and paddleboarding and hiking. Something fun that few people know. My husband and I were the Stag King and Spring Goddess, boy, I wish you were here, at Montpelier's All Species Day Parade and Pageant. I danced on the State House steps with dozens of lovely dancers, and he stilted in the parade with a big stag headpiece. Nicole, you want to take that?
10-foot pole. Congratulations. Our next award recipient is Mariah Riggs. Mariah is the director at Main Street Landing. Her favorite downtime activity is skiing at Mad River Glen and swimming every day in the area swimming holes. Her Vermont person she'd like to know, Lars Torres, the director of the Office of Creative Economy, and her something fun that few people know. In high school, she studied abroad in Melbourne, Australia. Congratulations, Mariah.
Oh boy, a Yankees fan. The next awardee is Christine Wernicke. Christine is Director of Business Development and Marketing at VNA of Chittenden and Grand Isle Counties. Favorite part of the job, inspired by the stories of the people VNA cares for. Most inspiring mentor, my mom and dad. Favorite downtime activity? I love to go for a run on a sunny day on Concord Road in Richmond, which is a really beautiful place. Favorite Vermont escape, the Tall Timbers Cottage at Half Moon State Park. Vermont person you'd like to know, I admire Bill Stanger for his incredible vision. Something fun that few people know, I am distantly related to Joe Torre, former manager of the Yankees, and I'm an avid Yankees fan. My grandfather, Torre, yeah, you stay right there for a second, was a U.S. postman from Brooklyn, and I love listening to his stories about the city. Hey, Nicole, you know the difference between a Fenway Frank and the hot dogs they sell at Yankee Stadium?
Fenway Franks are winners.
And you can also buy them in October. Thank you, Christy.
Our next award recipient is Robin Beans. Robin is a photojournalist at WCAX. The favorite part of her job is Vermont and Vermonters. Her favorite downtime activity is anything that takes her out into Vermont's outdoors. Her favorite Vermont escape is the Waterbury Reservoir in the Little River State Park. Her favorite social media is Instagram. Her favorite website is 20 Past Facebook page. The Vermont person she'd most like to know is Madeline M. Cunin. Her career highlights, these include meeting memorable Vermonters like Connie Capsta and Elliot Morse. Congratulations, Robin.
Our next recipient is Carrie Allen. Carrie is Senior Vice President of Business Development at Heritage Family Credit Union. Favorite part of the job, the limitless opportunities to build relationships and partnerships. Most inspiring mentor, my paternal grandmother. She was a working mother of two, wife and homemaker. I'll always remember her perfume. Downtime activities, sports, especially skiing and running. Favorite Vermont escaper, grew up on Lake Bomoseen. Favorite website, Pinterest. It's addicting, you've been warned. Something fun that few people know, I love entertaining and go all out for celebrations, theme parties, and holidays. From the turkey trot with a running turkey and pilgrim, that's me, to my annual themed Kentucky Derby party, a fun girl to party with. Carrie Allen, congratulations.
Take another minute to thank an additional sponsor who not only sponsored the gift bags, but also is a sponsor of tonight's event. Thank you very much to TD Bank. Our next award recipient is Valerie Brosso. Valerie is the Executive Director at Burlington Emergency Shelter. Her favorite part of her job is she loves connecting community members with and engaging others in creative ways to meet the needs of those who are homeless. The Vermont person she'd like to know is here in this very room, Melinda Moulton. Her favorite downtime activity, her husband and I go for drives throughout Vermont. Congratulations, Valerie.
I was going to do the next one in my Corey Flintoff voice. But we don't have all night, so I'm going to do it in my regular voice. Jane Lindholm. Jane is host of Vermont Edition at Vermont Public Radio. Favorite part of the job I love, that I get to learn something new every day. Most inspiring mentor, Carolyn Jensen Chadwick, who gave me my start in public radio. Favorite downtime activity, wandering around the woods with my dog. Favorite Vermont escape, a hike up Snake Mountain in Addison County. Instagram is our favorite social media site. VPR.net is our favorite website. Something fun that few people know, I've traveled or lived on every continent other than Antarctica, and someday I'll get there too. And I secretly know that she was like me, she was an anthropology major, so there's hope that I have a future as well. Congratulations, Jane.
And if you don't follow Jane on Instagram, she has the cutest dogs. Or dog, I should say. The next winner is Rebecca Kramer from Small Dog Electronics. Rebecca is Vice President at Small Dog Electronics. The favorite part of her job is she loves solving problems and heading up the IT and consulting departments. Her most inspiring mentor is her dad. He was an excellent role model for her. Her favorite Vermont escape is Green River Reservoir, hands down. Her favorite website, smalldog.com. Congratulations, Rebecca.
Our next awardee is Jennifer Surratt. Jennifer is Director of Development at Central Vermont Economic Development Corporation. Favorite part of the job, working with amazing individuals and companies. Most inspiring mentor, my parents. Favorite downtime activity, working with our two miniature horses and hanging out in the barn with our kids. Favorite Vermont escape, fishing on the shore of Martin's Pond. Favorite website, Vermont Life. Vermont person you'd like to know, Ben and Jerry, and our current and past governors. I think we can arrange that, actually. We're going to get Ben and Jerry here, too. Something fun that few people know. I have an artistic side and enjoy photography, painting, and wood burning. My husband and I make custom request signs and decorate rustic log furniture creations. Congratulations, Jennifer.
Our next award winner is Caleb Magoon. Caleb is owner of Power Play Sports. His favorite part of the job, it's the customers. His most inspiring mentor, that would be his mom. His favorite social media, and I actually love this, his local newspapers. He's an old-fashioned guy. His favorite website is theawesomer.com. His Vermont person he'd like to know is Bill Stenger. Something fun that few people know. He says, I'm a kind of a huge gossip. Sure, I can keep a secret, but I like being in our downtown and having all my customers keep me informed with what's going on. That's a good business owner. Congratulations, Caleb.
Our next recipient is Russ. Sorry about that. If I mispronounce your name, just, Rex Acavallo. Rex is the technician manager of Protect Security and Fire at the Royal Group. Favorite part of the job? There's a lot of variety and change in my job, which I love. It keeps it exciting and enjoyable. Most inspiring mentor, I would say my dad, definitely. Favorite downtime activity? I avidly do CrossFit. I also love working on my condo. Favorite Vermont escape? The Stowe-Waterbury area. Favorite social media? Instagram and LinkedIn. Something fun that few people know. I really love photography. I took a film photography class at Champlain College, which really got me started on my hobby. Congratulations, Rex.
Our next award recipient is Ben Wilson. Ben is Associate Director of Advancement Research at Middlebury College. His favorite downtime activity is participating in whatever his sport his kids are currently into. The Vermont person he'd most like to know is Lawrence Miller. His favorite Vermont escape is Rickford Nordic Center in Ripton. His favorite website, the Addison Independent and Vermont Digger. Congratulations, Ben.
Our next recipient is Adam Lemire. Adam is senior designer at Line Sync Architecture. Favorite part of the job, engaging in the design process. Every design challenge is unique. Most inspiring mentor, my work study supervisor during college, who taught me to see the potential benefit in every problem. Favorite downtime activity, bicycling and hiking around southern Vermont and western Massachusetts. Favorite Vermont escape, skiing at Mount Snow on a work day. He says employer approved in parentheses. Favorite social media, favorite website, blogspot.com. Career highlights, a senior designer, support the office in graphic design, project management, and team organization. I'm an active leader in the emerging design professional community. Community involvement, I organize monthly architecture discussion groups and annual events. I recently founded a micro competition called pinarchitecture.blogspot.com to create an outlet for young designers. Congratulations, Adam.
Congratulations to Jenny Sullivan. Jenny is an insights manager at Fuse Marketing. The favorite part of her job is hands down her colleagues. Her most inspiring mentor, a common answer, she's sure, but her parents. Vermont person she'd most like to know is Stuart Comstock Gay. Career highlights, she was promoted to Insight Manager at Fuse, and she would also consider that this award is a career feat. Congratulations, Jenny.
I love this next one. Michael Harrington. Michael is the Director of Economic and Community Development for the town of Bennington. Favorite part of the job, the ability to work on projects that directly impact the place I live. Most inspiring mentor. My parents will always be my North Star. Favorite downtime activity, working on my new house with my girlfriend. Favorite Vermont escape, the drive along Route 7 between Bennington and Burlington. Favorite social media, being the ghost writer, I guess not anymore, for Bennington's municipal Facebook page. Favorite website, benningtonvt.org, because I designed it. The modesty of this guy only just keeps growing. We haven't got to the good part yet.
Took a page out of your book.
Vermont person you'd like to know, Ethan Allen, the Green Mountain Boys, they're dead. I bet they were some tough dogs. Career highlights, Director of Client Service, New Directions Consulting, Development Director for Bennington. Something fun that few people know. I am regularly, not occasionally, regularly told that I resemble a young Christopher Reeves. Hence, my favorite superhero is Superman. Congratulations, Superman!
That was just a typo, and that the favorite Vermont person he'd like to know is Tim McQuistion. Obvi. That's how that rolls. Anyhow, so congratulations to our next award recipient, which is Jeb Gorham. Jeb is assistant professor at Southern Vermont College. His favorite part of his job is working with and challenging students to help them realize their full potential. Most inspiring mentor, he's had many, but the most are his parents and now the Vermont person he'd like to know, Jake Burton. His career highlights, he's had the privilege in his career to work at both an industry practitioner and as an educator. In 2 years of teaching, he's received 3 college awards. Congratulations, Jeb.
Nicole only said that ugly thing about me because last year someone mentioned her as someone.
No, I'm being serious. Who wouldn't want to know you? Wait, that's when everybody was supposed to raise their hand.
I'm begging. Congratulations to Sarah Waring. Sarah is the executive director at the Center for an Agricultural Economy. Favorite part of the job, I love finding people who believe in Vermont and our people. Most inspiring mentor, I have many, but Paul Costello at VCRD is one of the most recent. Favorite downtime activity, I love to canoe, to read, to cook, and to lose at board games.
Why do you look at me?
At the word loser, just, I don't know, just... Favorite Vermont escape, my parents' house in Glover. I like to Skype with my brother and his family, but I'm not sure that counts as a social media site. If my mother has never heard of it, yes, it counts as a social media site. Vermont person you'd like to know, Jan Blomstrand at Renewable Energy Systems. Something fun that few people know. When I was in my 20s, I built an electric truck and I learned to scuba dive, electricity and water. Those two always go together. And I make patchwork quilts for my nephews and nieces. Congratulations, Sarah.
So we're more than halfway through at this point, and I'm told it's time for a riddle. Tim loves riddles. So Tim, I'm going to need you to participate. And I'm going to basically tell you something, and you're going to lie to me 5 times. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So, are you 7 feet tall?
Yes.
Okay. Are you a woman?
Yes. You don't think I know where this is going, do you?
Do you have hair?
Yes.
Wait, how many questions was that? How many questions was that?
4.
Oh, have you done this before?
Yes.
Darn it, he got me! Never mind, I guess I am a loser. All right, he told me he hated riddles and I was supposed to come up with some. That was as good as it got. All right, so on to number 26. Congratulations to Colin Davis. Colin is a maker at Shacksbury Cider. His favorite downtime activity is walking in the woods with his wife and child. His Vermont person he'd most like to know is Peter Shumlin. His favorite social media site is Notably, and his favorite Vermont escape is his home. Congratulations, Colin.
Our next recipient is John Olin. John is Senior Structural Engineer, Department Manager, Vermont Transportation Services Group at Hoyle, Tanner and Associates. Favorite part of the job, the conceptual phase of projects. Most inspiring mentor, Varjee Singh was my first mentor when I worked for a firm in New York City. Favorite downtime activity, hiking. I love getting out in the woods, especially in the fall. Camping in Vermont State Parks. Favorite social media site, Instagram. Favorite website, Google. Vermont person you'd like to know, Jake Burton, of course. Career highlights, the post-Irene recovery, witnessing and being part of the amazing community response, community involvement. I'm currently the board treasurer for the Pine Forest Children's Center in Burlington. I volunteered with the Vermont Refugee Program when I was an English tutor. Something fun that few people know, I can wiggle my ears and nose and eyebrows all at the same time. The stage is yours. The stage is yours. That's tremendous. Congratulations, John.
Our next award recipient is Patty Daniels. Patty is the managing producer of Vermont Edition at VPR. Favorite part of her job? Producing complicated live broadcasts gives her endless opportunities to make order out of chaos. Her favorite downtime activity is, what is this downtime you speak of? She likes creative, crafty projects, and she also spends way too much time following the NFL. Something fun that few people know about Patty, she's waitlisted, this is incredible, she's waitlisted for the 2015 Antarctica Marathon. She hopes the extremity of this race will scare her into actually training for it. Incredible. Congratulations, Patty.
Our next recipient is Benjamin Chamberlain. Ben is the owner of Flying Hammer Construction. Favorite part of the job, problem solving, identifying creative solutions. Most inspiring mentor, my father. Favorite downtime activity, skiing, backpacking, and paddling. Favorite Vermont escape, my favorite escape is to cross-country ski in the woods and fields out my back door in Panton. Favorite website, flyinghammervt.com. I think that's a plug. Vermont person you'd like to know, David Schlansky, president of Birchfield Management Company. Career highlights this year has been my breakout year renovating 2 restaurants in Addison County, a house and other projects. Community involvement, it started with Panton's 250th birthday celebration. I slow roasted a 300-pound pig underground for 18 hours. Can anyone else say that they done it? Since then, I've been an active member of various boards, committees, and commissions. I've also worked to maintain our town beach and boat access at historic Arnold's Bay. I'm an avid online chess player. Congratulations, Ben.
Are you Hen of the Woods guys ready for this one? Because this says all you written over it with one of the things. Congratulations to James Moore. James is co-president of Sun Common. You see their cars everywhere. His favorite Vermont escape is dinner with his wife at Hen of the Wood. The Vermont person he'd most like to know is Bill Stanger. His favorite social media is having a beer at the Three Penny Tap Room. His favorite downtime activity is cooking. And his father has always encouraged him to strive for the brass ring, who's his most inspiring mentor. Congratulations, James.
His favorite website is redsox.com, by the way, so I'm sure he knows the Fenway Frank joke. Unlike other people.
Winning.
Our next recipient is Bianca Legrand. Bianca is the CEO, founder of Red Coral Consulting. Favorite part of the job, watching people to rediscover their strengths and their inner drive to succeed. Most inspiring mentor, my parents are my heroes. Favorite downtime activity, drinking a great cup of Turkish coffee, reading a nonfiction book, and getting lost in the library. Something fun that a few people know, I see hearts everywhere I go. They just appear in front of me out of common everyday things. I now have a huge collection of heart-shaped rocks that I'll turn into a piece of art someday. Congratulations, Bianca.
Congratulations to Emily Piper. Emily is a graphic designer at Lake Champlain Regional Chamber of Commerce, and she's the director of the Burlington Young Professionals. The favorite part of her job is meeting all the amazing people in the Burlington community. Her most inspiring mentor is her high school photography teacher, Sam Crottinger. The Vermont person she'd most like to know is anyone at Fuse Marketing. They're here because they have a grasp on American culture. Career highlights are completing her first year of Launch Vermont, Vermont's Young Entrepreneurs Business Pitch Competition. Congratulations, Emily.
Congratulations to Eric Warnstead. Eric is chef and owner of Hand of the Wood. Favorite part of the job, I love the energy of restaurants and the freaks that work in them. If anybody worked in a restaurant, they know exactly what he's talking about. A most inspiring mentor, many great cooks have been immortalized in beautiful cookbooks. Those books are my most inspiring mentors. Career highlights, being a James Beard finalist. Being one of Food and Wine magazine's 10 best new chefs. And then he throws in some casual humble pie here, but honestly, the highlights are daily when I see what we have created. Something fun that few people know, I grew up in Fort Lauderdale. For some reason, people find that funny. Congratulations, Eric.
Congratulations to Owen Brady. Owen is the key accounts representative at Vermont Gas Systems. His favorite part of his job is working with his customers and resolving their concerns. His most inspiring mentor is his coworker, Stephen Walk. Favorite downtime activity, traveling to different microbreweries throughout the state. Something that few people know about Owen. I'm sorry.
I've been called worse.
Oh, thank you. After spending 5 years as a competitive ballroom dancer, he started taking voice lessons last fall to study opera and musical theater. He'll be appearing in Lyric Theater's fall production, Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamboat. I think we should go, Tim.
Together?
Well, maybe at the same time, but we should sit separately.
Our next recipient, I don't have to come back to that. Our next recipient is Joe Dowd. Joe is the Assistant General Manager of the Vermont Lake Monsters. My job every day is to help put together experiences that will create great memories for our fans. Most inspiring mentor, my dad. I spend a majority of my free time in the sporting world, and of course I love spending time with my girlfriend. Career highlights, I have led a seminar at a national conference amongst the top executives in minor league baseball. I was a part of a great time in the history of the organization where we have set new company records the last 2 consecutive seasons. I was behind a promotion called Bobblehead Media Madness, and our model was Nicole Ravelin. Something fun that few people know. I love to travel and would one day like to visit all 50 states. I've been to 24, so I still have a lot to go. Congratulations, Joe.
Our next award recipient is Jessica Gringus. Vermont Chamber of Commerce. The favorite part of her job is being able to connect with and be an advocate for businesses. Her most inspiring mentor is her father and her mother. Her favorite downtime activity is playing tourist as a native Vermonter. The Vermont person she'd most like to know is Senator Leahy, Senator Sanders, and Congressman Welch. Congratulations, Jessica.
Our next recipient is Kyler Turnbull. Kyler is the event supervisor for Sugarbush Resort. This sounds like an awesome job, by the way. Is it? Favorite part of the job, I'm incredibly fortunate to have an abundance of creative flexibility. Most inspiring mentor, my mom. Favorite downtime activity, hiking or running to the top of the mountain. Favorite Vermont escape, Sugarbush Resort, of course. Mad River Valley is such an extraordinary place. Vermont person I'd like to know, Bill Carter, Brett Smith, and Isa Sawabini of the other leadership professionals at Fuse Marketing. Fun thing that people know, I absolutely love musicals. If I could do anything once, I would star in a Broadway show. Want to hear a show tune? Just ask me. Yeah, go ahead. First for Rising Stars and a curtsy. Rising Star.
Our next award recipient is Colin Ryan. Colin, that's a tough act to follow. Colin is a speaker and comedian at A Stand-Up Life. The favorite part of his job is being paid to travel to somewhere new. His most inspiring mentor is apparently a dude at the Royal Bank of Scotland. He worked next to this guy who would announce every day how many days he had left until retirement. His favorite downtime activity is traveling in America and overseas. His community involvement is he travels to schools and talking to students about managing their money and overcoming their fear. Congratulations, Colin.
Our next recipient is Jessica Andriola. Jessica is the Assistant General Manager at Hotel Vermont. Favorite part of the job, all the amazing people that I meet. Purchasing items which accentuate other design elements throughout the hotel. Most inspiring mentor, a friend who pushed me to get my MBA. Favorite downtime activity, cooking with the CSA ingredients that I have on hand. Favorite escape, picking strawberries at the Last Resort Farm in Moncton. Favorite website, Huffington Post. Career highlights, participating in purchasing and design at Hotel Vermont have been huge. Many relationships have been built as a result. Something fun about yourself, I make a mean half-sour pickle. Congratulations, Jessica.
And last, but certainly not least, is Alex Lenning. Alex can't be with us this evening, but he's the executive director at St. Albans Historical Society. His favorite part of his job is working in public history and archaeology, allows him to make the inaccessible become accessible, and he helps bring the past alive. His favorite website is, well, he says, I'm on the Vermont Public Radio website more than a few times each day. Congratulations, Alex. Congratulations to actually all 40 of the rising stars of this class.